I think just for the team as a whole, we just asserted our dominance, from the get-go. We didn't really give up too many chances, and if there was, I was there to mitigate, any mistakes. And, that's what being a team's all about, making up for each other's mistakes. And, I do my job right, allow the guys to go down and score some goals, and we got some goal support that game. So it was great. It was nice to play with the lead, and, I think we have to give credit to the team effort there through and through.
Is it as much showing what you can do or the potential of this group?
I think we're really tight. I think in the past 3 years, this is probably the tightest group I've been a part of, this organization. It's a really special feeling. I think that, we definitely do have the potential to go far. I mean, I believe that we're our own worst enemy at times, though. We can really shoot ourselves in the foot. But when we're on, I think, we're, if not the best team, in the league.
Where do you feel the inconsistencies are for this group? You have a game like that where everybody's firing the defense yourself, the forwards, but then you go to, say, Monday's game where you played well, but then it just kind of tapered off as the game wore on. Where do you feel like the adjustments need to be made to see a more consistent effort from this group?
Yeah, I just think we need to reel it in and understand, what type of game we have to play. On Sunday, it wasn't the most exciting game, and, sometimes when you're playing back to back to back like this, and so many games, right after each other, you just kind of have to play that boring game and just wear teams down, stick in it, and have some big saves, and come up with a win somehow, some way. And I think as the season goes on here, we're understanding, we have that, wherewithal to understand that's the type of way we need to play. Maybe when we're not feeling our best, and when we have 2 back-to-back games like that. And I think that's a part of being a pro. And for the young guys too, that's something I think they'll learn here more so towards the end of the year, is that professional season is quite a few games, and you're not going to be 100% every game, but it's even when you're feeling 80 or 75%, finding ways to be effective, keep the puck out of your net, and still win games. And that's something that I think as a leadership group here we're trying to instill with the younger guys.
How do you feel like that message has been sinking in? You're wrapping up a stretch of games, 6 games in 9 days, and you got a back-to-back against Milwaukee before you can even look at the AHL All-Star break. Do you feel like that is resonating with a lot of these younger guys to come out and perform, even if you're having a few bus rides and hotel nights and travel days mixed in there?
Yeah, I think the coaching staff has really done a good job of instilling, what's at stake here for us coming down the line. Every game matters, and each moment matters, and that's pretty much the message that is said in the locker room, on the bench, and practice. It's that we need to be sharp at all times, because if there's any lapses in judgment, it's going to end up in the back of our net. And I think as you get to the higher levels, that's something you see too. If there are any mistakes, in your own zone, the puck's most likely going to be in your net. So I think that's one thing that from the top on down that we've done a really good job with.
Just looking ahead, this stretch where Coach was talking about how important it is to get maintenance days and rest days, how important is it for you also to, when you have those off days, to, unplug and reset a little bit? Because, 6 games in 9 days is quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's crucial. It's paramount. And I think that's one thing that I really enjoy, is having some off time. And, I think it's a great way to, get your mind back in it and get excited to come back to the rink again. The season's 186 days long, without playoffs, and, it can get monotonous at times, but when you keep it fun and fresh away from the rink, that when you get back to the rink, you're excited to see the guys, you're joking around, and it's fun to go on the ice. So, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Just the maintenance days are something that's extremely crucial, in professional sports, and you just have to instill, like in the younger guys too, that you need to use it, as an active recovery day. You don't just sit at home, 24 hours and be in your bed watching Netflix. You got to get outside, or, do something active, maybe watch some game tape or watch a hockey game, some way to keep your mind in it, but let your body recover a little bit.